There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question, what are some good tips for a newly married couple? Answer by Ryan Bohm. In this article I will tell you some good tips for a newly married couple. If you want to know more about it, check this article. Never use conflictogens. There are no couples in the world who would never quarrel. Some manage to remain restrained, even figuring out the relationship. Others make violent scandals, releasing steam. This does not affect the subjective sense of well-being in the pair. If people do not really hurt each other deeply, most often irreparable harm to relations is caused by conflictogens, words and actions, the use of which undermines the basic trust in the partner. If one of the couple allows himself jeers or ridicule, threatens or gives orders, demonstrates superiority or offends a loved one, then such wounds leave untreated traces. How much love, patience and tenderness then you need to heal. There are also nonverbal conflictants that are capable of killing love in a couple. These include, for example, ignoring a communication partner. If one of the couple continues to engage in extraneous affairs, when talking to him or waiting for his attention, demonstrates indifference or simply does not notice the second half, it can lead anyone. No matter how badly you do not feel yourself, refuse to use conflict agents. Take care of your beloved's trust. Learn to forgive. Forgiveness is freedom. Do not let your story hold you hostage. Past mistakes, no matter whose, yours or your halves, can become that anchor that will not allow your relationships to develop. Focus on the future, not the past. Always choose love, no matter how hard this choice is, and however hurt pride, resentment or anger. Remember, love is all capable of winning. Evolve together. When your muscles stop working, they will atrophy. The same happens with relationships. Find common goals, dreams, come up with common plans and move together in their direction. Ideally, if this is a common hobby, or even the passion of a lifetime. We know a lot of really happy star couples whose union filled with meaning and passion co-creation in music, theater, cinema or something else. But even joint planning of travel or the realization of some other bold ideas can become a common thing. Work together to achieve common goals, and you will always be interesting together. If the old goals are exhausted, come up with new ones, even more exciting. Always look to the future, grow and develop together. Have sex more often. For young couples, this advice, as a rule, is not relevant. They do not miss any opportunity to make love. But with age, do not underestimate the intense sex life, as an important part of a happy marriage. Do not become predictable for each other. Arrange romantic evenings, share a frank movie, fool around and experiment in bed. Do everything to make your sex life magnificent, filled, bright. Answer by Suravanti Chounderju. https://www.momspresso.com/paren. I have my story here, please read. Dia and Ahan were married for 5 years. Theirs was a love marriage, love which lasted since childhood. Life was not same after marriage for both. It often led to misunderstandings, cryings which took Dia into almost depression. They pointed fingers at each other whenever here was a quarrel between them. Ahan, it was you who started first. Dia, mind you, it was you who started. Please, shut up and get me some tea. Can't you see I have just come home after a tiring day at office, says Ahan almost frustrated. Go and make tea for yourself, Ahan. She goes off to balcony to watch Tiny Tots playing happily around, ignoring to make his tea. How good was our life just 3 years back. Those talks, night out dinings, late night shoppings which ended to long drives. We were very happy those days. Am I the only one who sees this gap in our relationship? Those were the days when you used to make tea for me, which I would relish for again and again. But, now you seem like it has all become a routine for you and that you never love me. Both are like robos. We have everything, none of the materialistic is missing in our home, but we know we are not happy. No peace of mind, said Dia, and ended as there was no response from Ahan. He stood still watching her. He was fed up of arguing with her. So, he had decided to stay quiet, to show to the outer world, they had everything, a big house, perhaps owned or rented, a car and many more things. They have been married for 5 years and have known to each other since childhood. They have had everything in their life, all materialistic things. They enjoyed outings, romance, etc. as any other newlywed couple. She is very sure about what she has and where they had gone for outings. But, the thing she is not sure of is that the gap in their happy relationship which Dia asks Ahan about. Ahan is again silent and tries to calm down her. Dia and Ahan were my office colleagues whom everyone else was jealous of as they never missed a first show of the newly released movie, their anniversaries, birthdays, Valentine's Day and many more. But, I knew them closer than others. I was Dia's close friend. When things went hard, difficult to handle, she came to me with the things which were disturbing her and I had an answer for her, and many might go with me reading this article. The gap she has been confused of, the misunderstandings which lead to chaos in their families, lack of happiness, etc., is that gap of understanding between each other that lacked in both, and they never sat together to speak of. A marriage, whether love or arranged, is very happy in the starting days because many do not know each other's likes and dislikes. They do speak and chat on phones, but they do not have healthy conversations, nor do they bother to have. The talks might last more than 2 hours, but you know nothing in close about him or her by nature. You do not know if either of the partner would take care when you fall ill. You do not know if your husband supports you giving you your pocket expenses. You do know if he can cook food someday, at least if you are tired returning home from office. Instead of knowing these important things for a better marriage life, you both end up talking either in a deep romantic conversation or speak something which is not at all relevant, or just anything that doesn't matter in case of arranged marriages. In case of love marriages, college love is entirely different from marriage. When you two stay together, share one house, then you know better than me, writing this article. You should be talking of something now like, how is your family? Does your parents support me? Are they adjustable? What do you suggest me? How should I be? I won't change. Is this okay? Speak up. Share your thoughts frankly. Frankness shouldn't only be in going out, asking for a movie, but that same frankness should lie in life's seriousness. You are mature to an extent. Maturity is not when you speak big things, but it is in understanding small things. You both would be staying for a lifetime. I am not judging you when I say not to go out, but you should prioritize. With experience you learn which are things important and which aren't. If you spend money on the things you do not need, you will not have money to buy for the things you need. You shouldn't be speaking about that lust, new restaurant which has been on the news, new movie always, but you should be speaking about future savings. Do you own a bank account in which he transfers you money with love for the things you want to buy? Do not crib on the same argument for 3 years. Matter becomes worse than becoming better, I told Dia. I am sure she understood the truth behind my words because she knew about my life and the challenges I had faced. I suggest every reader of this post to have a conversation with your husband or vice versa. Understand each other. He or she is your best friend. Even those romantic nights, drives, do not know the reason behind your quarrels. Love your partner, stop fights. Many a times, we are fed up with life after marriage, we even feel to quit and go away, but our inner mind or heart, whatever, doesn't allow us to depart. We stay, think for a while, give a chance, maybe second, third. By this time we learn patience. Marriage teaches us with many lessons that we learn to know the importance of the word understanding without giving it another chance for being taken it for granted. Answer by Surikala Hasty Sarivast Hava. I know husband rules. If one person understand, then marriage life will happy. If you are a husband, be the best husband. If you are a wife, be the best wife. Understanding plays important role in life. Rules of best husband, as per my knowledge, because I'm male. 1. Support equals physical support plus mental support plus financial support. 2. Security equals like a bodyguard, etc. 3. Freedom and respect. 4. Protect her self-esteem. 5. Listener. 6. Compliments and recognition her work. 7. Understand her feelings and satisfaction. 8. Best friend plus open-minded. 9. True love. 10. Communication. 11. To be a priority. 12. Understanding her beliefs and ideas. 13. Time spending with her. 14. Take care of kids and ethics. 15. Seeing her like a part of my body. 16. Honest, truthful, kindful and responsible. 17. Make her peaceful and enthusiasm. 18. Some sacrifices and selflessness. 19. Little surprises and happy memories plus sense of humor. 20. Confidence to her and share her emotions. 21. Trusting her. 22. I don't do such things which she don't like. 23. I never physically abuse her. 24. Take care of her.